What's going on, guys? It's G Miners here. Today I'm going over why I think Frenzy is the absolute best perk in Destiny 2 with no exceptions, and why I will be taking it into the Witch Queen raid on day 1. If you find this video or any of the information useful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so I can put out more content more often. Now on to the video. Frenzy itself provides increased damage, handling, and reload speed while in combat for extended periods of time, and lasts until the player is considered out of combat. Destiny considers players in combat if they have either dealt or received damage within the last 5 seconds. In order for Frenzy to become active, it also requires players to be in combat for 12 seconds straight. This means you must deal damage or receive damage every 5 seconds for a total of 12 seconds in order to activate the perk. The craziest part about Frenzy is that it can last forever with no exceptions. Once Frenzy is procced, all you need to do is take damage or deal damage every 5 seconds to refresh it. This doesn't matter what weapon you use or if you don't use any weapons at all. Frenzy will stay procced when your weapon is stowed and while your super is active. That being said, Frenzy will not provide you with all of its benefits unless you are directly wielding the weapon, but this ultimately prevents you from having to re-proc the perk every time you swap. The perk can also be procced by other weapons. In this clip, I am clearing ads with a Shadow Price that does not have Frenzy, and when I pull out my Extraordinary Rendition, Frenzy is already active. Frenzy seems great, but how does it stack up against other top tier damage and reload perks? Well, once procced, Frenzy provides a constant 15% damage increase. 1 stack of Rampage gives players a 10% increase to damage, and 2 stacks gives players 21%. So Frenzy would be a little better than always having 1 stack of Rampage. Frenzy would also be similar to maintaining 2 stacks of Swashbuckler, which is a 13.6% damage increase. When compared to Feeding Frenzy and Outlaw, Frenzy does even better. Frenzy itself provides players with plus 50 reload speed, which is similar to 3 stacks of Feeding Frenzy at plus 55 reload speed, and Outlaw, which gives plus 63 reload speed. The ultimate takeaway from Frenzy is that it is like having 1.5 stacks of constant Rampage and reloads weapons with 80% of the total speed of Outlaw. When it comes to handling, Frenzy once again provides plus 50 handling, which is on par with the max handling increase provided by Surplus. Frenzy, in my opinion, ends up being the best perk overall. When you look at endgame content like Day 1 raids and Grandmaster Nightfalls, using perks like Rampage, Swashbuckler, and Feeding Frenzy are not as viable because you rarely see the perks come into play with more than 1 stack. Frenzy is a constant 15% damage buff with massive increases to reload speed and handling. Let me know in the comments if there are any other perks you are taking into the next Day 1 raid, or perks you think are slept on in the community. That's all I have for this video. Peace.